Hey guys, so I wanted to pop on and do a review of my Freestyle Libre. So I have been using the Freestyle Libre for approximately 3 months, and just cut to the chase real quick, I love it. I am a huge fan of this device. And I do have a video of me applying my Freestyle Libre, so if you want to see that, I will put the link below for you to check it out. It's also with applying my Omni pod. So I am going to quickly check my glucose. That little sound. Now I am high. Figures that it would be on the occasion when I'm running a little high. So I'm at 10.1 at the moment, and that is definitely in the high range for me. I rarely get above 10 anymore, and that's a combo of my Freestyle Libre, my Omnipod, and my keto diet. But yes, I am at a 10.1 at the moment. That is just a snapshot in time. It is not a reflection of my overall care of my diabetes. But yes, I wanted to just show you what that looks like. And I'm going to plug my Libre back in because I want to show you the reporting features, which is another reason why I'm a big fan of my Libre. But I will show you. So my Libre is on the back of my arm. You can kind of see it through my t-shirt. Just pull it up so you can take a look. But that's what the Libre looks like on. Now I have a use sensor that I had kicking around. This is what so clearly that's the front. Oops. This is the back of the Libre, again with the adhesive. And I want to, oops, I just, oh, there. Just want to show you. Let's see. Come on, focus. There we go. So that little thing there is the filament, and that's what sticks into your arm. So that's in you. And just show you, I have some of the container and whatnot of what it looks like. So when you receive a Libre, it comes in this little box. You take off the snap. Then this is what the one portion of the Libre is in here. Undo it. Oops. You pull this off, and then obviously this is one that's already been used. You push down, you pull out, and then you stamp it on the back of your arm. So it's a relatively easy installation. Like I said, I have a video up so you can take a look at that. I will link it below. It is pretty easy to put on, and they give you instructions that are pretty good as well too. I mean, I still look at this. I still pull it out and look at it when I'm putting it on, just to be sure I'm doing everything right. It's going to become second nature. Just like my Omnipod has become second nature in applying that. But yes, it works well. I will say that I have had, even with, so I do also use skin tack wipes with my Libre. But I have had 2 occasions now where the Libre falls off prior to me taking it off. That being said, both of those occasions were basically the day before. So 13 days instead of 14 days is pretty good. There is the skin tack away wipes, which I am using very regularly. And for my vacation, I've purchased these little round extra adhesives to put on. hoping that I don't have any issues on vacation with the Libre coming off because of heat, sweat, whatever. I really don't want to have to replace it that way. So, on to the review and why I like my Libre so much is, number one, I do not have to prick my fingers anymore. Pretty much, unless I'm having a low incident, then I do need to prick just to see, because it does take a little while for the Libre to catch up and see when your blood sugar is going up. That being said, since I am on a ketogenic diet, my blood sugars, they don't fluctuate in the same manner that they used to. So prior to the new year, I was on like just following a regular kind of my Freestyle, Weight Watchers Freestyle, which included carbs in it, and my blood sugars would move a lot quicker, like a lot faster, hot to go up, and I could come crashing down as well. And now that I'm on the keto diet, that doesn't happen as much, but that is besides the point. Back to the reasons why I like the Libre. It is super easy to check your blood sugar. You literally, you click it, scan your arm, you have a reading. Because of that, you are reading your blood sugar a lot more often. So with the finger prick, I was going and reading my blood sugar on average 6 to 8 times a day. With an insulin pump and getting the ADP, which is the assisted medical device. Yes, with being on the assisted medical device program within Ontario, I have to, at minimum, read my blood sugar 4 times a day. So in order to qualify for that money from the government to help pay for my Omnipod. So I was definitely checking my blood sugar at least 4 times a day, anywhere up to 8 times, and on occasion even more than 8 times a day, depending on things that were going on. With my Libre, I did take a look, and I believe my average scans for the day are 14 scans, which means I've almost doubled the amount of time that I've checked, and that's the average, right? And I've increased how much I check, and how you can check or when you can check it is just more simple. It's just easier. And yes, I have another device attached to me, and if that's a concern of yours, I understand, but I don't care. I feel like, and I kind of joke about it, and my boyfriend jokes with me about it as well too, I'm the bionic woman. I have these 2 devices attached to me, and they keep me healthy, and they keep my diabetes under control. So if you have a problem with having something stuck to you, then obviously the Libre might not be your choice, but I have no problem with it. I can check my blood sugar whenever. Another big thing that the Libre has helped me do, or helped me with when checking my blood sugar, is at the gym. I can check at any point. It's really simple. Again, just pull it out, turn it on, swipe, and I know what my blood sugar is. And this has come in specifically in the most handy with when I'm doing cardio, because with cardio my blood sugar does tend to go down quite dramatically, and I can then see how the blood sugar is moving and decide to suspend my insulin, and basically turn off the insulin delivery on my Omnipod, and hopefully avert lows. And that's really, the combo of the 2 has helped me keep in better control. Number one, with the ability to turn off my insulin pump, I can help avert a low if I see that I'm potentially going low. If I turn off the pump and I'm not giving myself insulin, eventually my body catches up and it regulates, right? So just having that ability to be in control more is huge. Then, And now I see I'm just looking at my computer, it's beside me, and I will give you guys a view of what the software looks like. But the software, in terms of what you can see with the Freestyle Libre, is another huge advantage to it. So it's helping you track and monitor and really see where you're at. It will tell you what your estimated A1C is. So I am going to do, okay, it's giving me, I'll do a 2-week trend right now. There you go. So that is my laptop. And so there's different options on what you can see. Snapshot, daily patterns. So you can click multiple things. Glucose. I'm going to okay, so I'm just going to go with all of those and view reports. So this is my, wow. Sorry guys. I literally, as you can see by my elation, my current 2-week A1C estimate is 5.9. I can't, I'm literally just seeing this, so it's obviously very exciting for me. But yes, that is part and parcel to my Libre, to my Omnipod, and then of course there is the ketogenic diet, which has helped my blood sugars tremendously. And you can see the different graphs. So this is daily patterns. Get to see how smooth and clean my lines are. And those are the mediums in the middle. Again, daily patterns. And then glucose patterns and insights. There you go. So having an idea of basically getting the data helps you evaluate things and make changes. So let me turn you guys back around here. Okay. So having the ability to see the data that there is and make changes based upon what you see is a huge benefit of the Libre. Now, I had looked at the Dexcom G5, and I do believe my insurance would cover it, but one of the things with the Dexcom G5 versus the Libre is with the Dexcom, you still need to do finger pricks twice a day, because it does need to be calibrated. So it's a much more expensive system, and yes, my insurance would cover it, but if I don't have to use that resource and that insurance money, I won't. The G5, I think, there are certain people where the G5 is a requirement. So in my family, my cousin's husband is also a type 1 diabetic, and he's a firefighter. And he is a perfect candidate for a Dexcom because his job is obviously very important, and he needs to know where his blood sugar is going, and those alarms and alerts help him. So in a person like that, an adult with type 1, and a job like that, 100% Dexcom would be the way to go. But for someone like myself, I'm just a salesperson. I don't, the alarms and alerts would be nice, but probably I would end up going deaf to them, just like with my Omnipod sometimes, just being totally real. So for me, that I don't feel like I need it. Then the other thing where I think the Dexcom would be more ideal is for parents of children with type 1 diabetes, where they need the alarms and they need to be able to monitor their child better. I think that would be good. But the Libre could still provide them with insight and whatnot. And again, it really depends on what your insurance is going to cover and what it's not going to cover. I know a lot more companies now are covering the Freestyle Libre because of the cost is not as high as the Dexcom G5. So I believe that's why insurance companies are covering it. And if you are a type 1 and you're checking regularly, if they did the analysis of what it costs for the test strips versus what it costs for your Libre sensor, they probably end up ahead, I would think. So that's a belief on why I think insurance companies are more likely to approve it. So yeah, I am a huge fan of my Freestyle Libre. And I also think that the Freestyle Libre is excellent for those of you that are type 2 diabetics. And why I believe this is important for type 2 diabetics, you should be checking your blood sugars as well. With the Freestyle Libre, you can check it more often without having to do a finger prick. And I feel like people that are taking their diabetes seriously, so if you have a type 2 diagnosis and you're taking this seriously and you want to improve your blood sugars, with the Freestyle Libre, it is going to give you indications when you eat something, how that affects your blood sugars. And then again, with the data, you can make better choices for yourself. So I believe the Freestyle Libre is not only great for type 1 diabetics, but I think more type 2s should be looking at it as well too. It would allow you to see your blood sugar trends, where they're going, and help make decisions to manage your diabetes better. So I hope that you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give me a thumbs up. And if you have any questions regarding the Freestyle Libre or type 1 diabetes, please post them down below and I'm happy to help out. And if you would like to know when I'm uploading video, click the notification bell and you'll get an email when I upload videos. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I hope you guys have a great day.